some humor, because what's a better way to break the ice in this room with a little self-deprecation and maybe a little uncomfortable laughter. Christy Ono is a San Francisco-based stand-up comedian. She is the host and co-creator of KLW Into the Fold and the co-host of Mental Health Comedy Hour, which is a monthly stand-up event where comedians use humor to destigmatize mental illness. Everyone, please welcome Christy Ono to the stage.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Good. Yeah, my name is Christy Ono, and I'm going to be your comedian of the evening. And I'm going to start off with an apology. Because as a polite Japanese girly, that is the only way I know how to start a conversation. But I just want to say I'm sorry. I realized all too late that I am dressed for a musical recital. So everyone, shout out the instrument your parents made you play for college applications at the age of 8 years old. Yeah, a lot of piano. Piano, violin, guitar, nothing more for a season, but, you know, not trying to show off. So I am a depressed and anxious person. Anyone else? Yeah, we made it out of the house. I'm also recently medicated. Woo! So this is me sane, right? Just well enough to give in to my worst impulses, which have only been online casino solitaire. It's not even fun. And yet, I cannot stop playing until all of my gold coins are gone. Don't worry, it's not real money, but it is still real embarrassing. So, let's see, I run a show about mental health comedy hour, and as part of the show, we read a lot of mental health articles, and so I found this article recently that was about Alzheimer's patients and how they can remember songs that they listened to when they were growing up. And I thought, cool, that's so neat. And then I started imagining myself as a little old lady with Alzheimer's, surrounded by my friends and family. Like, I don't know who you are. I don't know where I am. I'm so sad. Why must I feel this way? Hey, it must be the money. Right, and they're not gonna know Nelly. Barely remember Nelly now. So I've been doing a lot of reframing of my mental illness, so it's something I can live with. You get it. But I've noticed that not all of my depression behavior is negative. Like in my last bout of depression, I just started eating healthier. Went a little something like this. It's like, hey, you're miserable already. How about some greens? That turned into 3 days straight of eating vegetables. I have never felt so profoundly sad, and yet so physically virile. So I'm going to do a little bit of a confession. As part of the reframing of my mental illness, in the quarantine, I ordered a stick and poke tattoo kit from the internet. Yeah, because they will send you whatever if you give them money. Again, this was a reframe on some self-destructive behavior. I'll just explain it like this. As a kid, I was a cutter. I was a teenage girl in the 90s. It was the law. But now with the stick and poke tattoo kit, all of my self-harm is a beautiful artwork. Look at these hands. I never have to work again. But what happened in the lockdown is I decided to tattoo my face. That's right, this is not a mole, it is a star, and I put it there. And in this process, I realized that there is a difference between thinking something out and thinking about something a lot. Because I definitely thought I thought this out. But when the needle was to the face, I was like, oh boy, you just thought about this a bunch. But that's okay, turned out pretty cute, no regrets. I'm just happy to stand before you, not looking like a SoundCloud rapper. Yeah, because that was definitely on the table. And still is, I did it again. I have a lot of unsupervised time alone. But let's see, do you guys like true crime? Just to change topics a little bit. I like true crime. I started my true crime journey with serial killers. Duh, that's where everyone starts. And then I moved on to cults, right? Also very cool. And now I'm in a space of con artists and scam artists. And I think this is a natural trajectory of a true crime fan. So I don't know how good it is for me to be pumping all of this stuff into my mentally ill brain, but I will say that now I carry a knife. Yeah, I carry a knife because just in case something goes down, I want to know that I'm going to be stabbed by something clean. That is the best I can hope for. Look at me, I'm so soft. I also think that there have been some benefits to listening to true crime all the time. Like I am way more aware of my surroundings. I am less likely to fall for a scam. And of course, when I'm ready, I'm going to be the most incredible criminal this world has ever seen. Right? Know all the slips and tricks, know where to hide the bodies, don't worry about it. So I've decided that when I become the most incredible criminal this world has ever seen, that I'm going to be a cult leader. Right? Very cool already. Pretty charismatic. And emotionally manipulative, if I'm honest. But I truly believe that this is the only way that I'm ever going to own property in the Bay Area. Right? Got to get 5 to 10 of my inner circle to go in a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. And that's how you get stable housing, guys. That's how you do it. Anyway, that has been my time. Thank you so much.
So, Christy, you said that Nellie is not relevant anymore, but him and Ashanti are about to have a baby, and they've been on the headlines, so...
Thank you for telling
Yeah.
me. I have never been so happy.
Yeah.
I love them both. They're so talented.
Exactly. Before